At the moment, it's just there for no reason. God damn it, do you feel it? Do you feel it? The beat for the Ferrari S-Series for 45 minutes of absolute raving, I guess. Holy shit, it's going down. It is going down. And there they are, the absolute legends. And since Michael wants to know if T1 is a crash, here we are, right at T1. And we will see if that works. And green flag! There they go! Schlebusch still in front, has a good start. And there they go down the line. Do we have a crash already in T1? Let's see. Looks safe, looks safe, looks safe, looks very safe. Oh, side by side? Yeah, looks very safe, actually. With the overtake there. Nick von der Meide. Fighting against Frisvölgi. Side by side. Down the line. And I feel the crashes could happen here. But they're not at the moment. Again, Michael, you might not know, but this series has 200% damage. So if you actually hit someone, there is a good chance that your engine is just done. That is the idea of the series. I want people to really notice each other on the track as well and be careful in terms of driving. And I feel putting it up to 200%, except for Long Beach, was a very, very good idea. Not everybody likes that idea. I personally do. And Mike van der Vogt here in P6, fighting for P5 with Blümke and Lynch. Blümke and Lynch for the same team. Oh, and Ausschneider is off! And has to rejoin safely behind a lot of people there. And he loses another place behind Dani Binsbergen for Berg Racing. Will there be a second season of FFS? Yes, with city tracks only. Are you interested in joining, Mufal? Because Schleb is very interested, and I could see you both maybe in one team. Then, after FFS, we will run a mini muffler, like a week, where we do some muffler stuff. And then second season will be city tracks only. Barcelona City, Long Beach. Sigi! That's my name. Schlebusch still in front. You wouldn't believe. So, I don't know. Wills, let me know. And technically, you could still jump into Medina's team that is currently... Where is everybody today, by the way? The complete FFS, the complete Ferrari Exa challenge team. Not here today. And oh, what a move! Ausschneider! Ausschneider with the move and the switchback from Dani Binsbergen. And we're going to the line. I don't like the track. Fair. Fair. Twitch doesn't let me buy any more subs. What? Why, Mobby? That is interesting. I don't want to be in a team with Medina. I got you. Binsbergen with the outside, and he keeps on going for the outside. That is a beautiful battle between the Dutch and the German driver here from two different teams. And holy shit, that is a beautiful side-by-side. Salvador now with quicker laps than Tyler Schlebusch. So very, very slowly actually catching up. I think they're engaging in fraud protection. Weird. Because I'm suddenly charging a card a dozen times. Huh. That is weird. I don't know. I don't know what's going on that side, Moby. I'm sorry. That is crazy. Not sure what to think of that. But yeah, Salvador actually closing up to Schlebusch. We have a very, very close fight here on Knutstorp in Sweden. And Salvador, Spanish driver for the LGI Racing team, is closing up to Schlebusch, reserve driver for TLDR. And I cannot say this enough, but TLDR might have picked the best, one of the best reserve drivers they could have gotten in times of need. In times of need. And this racing is still very, very close. The only one a bit further away is Fusvölgi. I'm not sure what is going on there. And maybe they use this. Do they have damage? They do have slight damage. Maybe they go in for a repair and actually run the rest of the race later with fresh set of tires with a repaired car in their own kind of time. As Binsbergen and Aufschneider has been done, and Aufschneider is next in the line for his own teammate, Mr. Biereder. And actually, I was wondering who I will see today, but it was clear that Aufschneider is probably driving, and Grasser did mention yesterday that Biereder is driving today, and currently they are driving high up there. Is it driver switch or how the team work? As far as I know, from what Aufschneider has told me, it is very much they're racing against each other. If one is faster, they do switch. Like, if one is clearly faster, they switch. Otherwise, they're fighting, you know. It's time I get out of rookie. Mr. Wills, I think you're onto something. But it is what every team of itself decides they want to do with. Like, Janak, if you are interested in this and you have someone from Pegas 77 or from whatever team you are part of and want to form a team, then whatever you deem necessary for as team tactics is open for it. And Biereder there making a mistake touching grass there for a while, and you never want to touch grass as a sim racer. That is not allowed. Aufschneider goes into P6 immediately. Blümke made his way up to P3 and is actually slowly but surely getting closer to P2. That is Emmanuel Salvador for LGR Racing. Lars Blümke, the owner of Friday Night Race Club. Lynch is his teammate, running in P5 currently. Fairly comfortable, 1 second into the front, 1 second in the back. And Mike van der Vogt here with a stable P4 at the moment. I think the racing is casual. There is some elbows out. And Fusvölgi actually has caught up with Meyer. Nick van der Meijde on P10. I think we're seeing some beautiful racing here, and also we're seeing some beautiful liveries. Because I have to say, I like the liveries. I like the liveries quite a lot, I have to say. So proud of Tyler. Yes! Jumping back into the sim rig. Yesterday fighting with Grasser for P10. And today absolutely rocking the grid in P1 currently. And you had to say it. You had to say it, Grasser. He is proud of Tyler. The camera is on him. And he goes onto the grass. Okay, so that might have been a bit of my fault. Tyler issued interest, and Aditya actually said... Aditya announced to me today that he could not make the race today because he had something else to do. And since Tyler said that he is interested in the race and he would like to join for Season 2, I basically just said, you know, Aditya can't make it today. They still have a reserve slot open. If you want, you can ask them. And he asked, and that was the connection that was missing. I could have technically connected him to literally any other team as well with an open slot, but since Aditya told me he can't make it and was honest about it, I decided that might be a good idea to do it. Bye-bye, Hugo. Have a good one. Thank you for the hydrations today and for joining the stream. Appreciate it. All right, we have 30 minutes of absolute peak racing still to do, and Tyler is driving out again. Tyler seems to be overall faster, but when the camera is on him, he might do a few mistakes. We have the battle, Aufschneider against Lynch, and Aufschneider is getting back to the place he was before. I believe in quali he was P3 or P4. Aufschneider was rather high placed, but made the mistake of going wide there in one turn here at Knutstorp, and just touching the gravel, going back to P8, then fighting Binsbergen, then Biereder, now Lynch is behind him. That means Mike is next. And I have to say, so far what I have seen from the Germans in 457 Racing Team here is they absolutely love the car. But so far, I also have to say, everything I give the 457 Racing Team to drive, they usually just train the shit out of the car and then make the best out of it. And they have the time of their lives. And I think that is absolutely beautiful. Bieda! Bieda on the outside there!
Checkpoint.
Bieda stays outside! Makes the move on Lynch. Can he make that stick? And Pinsbergen might actually get sloppy seconds here. No. Nope. Might not be in. What's happening to Rowan today? Might not be his track. I don't know. Ace catch caught it. I don't know what's happened to Rowan. He also did not finish that high yesterday compared to what he usually on the Open Series. So, Lars Blümke. I think the music has... those that I have to remove, I think. Also, Maya Pitt. What the fuck? I don't know. Something's going on with Maya for sure here. But... let's look for now on the battle. Emmanuel Salvador, LGI Racing, against Lars Blümke, Friday Night Race Club. And not too far in front in P1 currently is Tyler Schlebusch. By the way, we established yesterday that the tires are probably not holding up for the full race. So Maya might actually change his tires now to... and runs now the rest of the 30 minutes with one set of them. I really don't know. But they were very much done after 20 minutes yesterday. Hier Pinsbergen on Lynch again. End of race, yesterday's tires were gone. There, Michael says it. I pray that Salvador won't fuck up today. He's doing beautifully. I agree. I 100% agree. And I feel like on Harama, Salvador was kind of dealt a bad hand after missing the turn there. He was up quite high before shit started to happen. And he spun. And as far as I remember, but let me check real quick. As Salvador was also... no, Salvador was missing on Long Beach. He was on the Open Series, but he was... no, wait a minute. No, Salvador was winning. Salvador won Long Beach. Sorry, I looked for another flag or name. I don't know what. But I actually didn't see him. He actually won the last race. So Knutstorp today, it could be his. It could be his. But Lars Blümke is there as well to contest for it. Maya at the moment is far out. And might be a back marker at some point here for some people. And let's see, because you don't really get easy around cars here. The track is narrow. Track is kind of small compared to the wide streets of Long Beach. Here, this is much closer. So Lars Blümke in the slipstream. And you can really, you can put it side by side here if you dare. If you depend on, like, if your life depends on it, you can go side by side through here. But then this kind of wavy section, up the hill and down the hill again, is usually a give or take. If you're still side by side here, that would be a wonder. A miracle, so to speak, not a wonder. Wonder is what we say in German, but a miracle. And then you really have to mess up badly. It is much closer to... you get what you get in qualifying. And then you try to hold on to that as good as possible. Gavals actually made a good move yesterday back to the front. After he got... I think he fought for P3 for a while and for P4. And then he basically, just by sheer speed, got back into the ranks. But yeah, an absolute beautiful battle ensuing here. And Mike is now in the party as well. Lynch and Bieda in the battle as well very, very soon. And this is absolutely looking absolutely beautiful. And look at Blümke. Very close now. Very close now. He might try something on the straight. If he can get a good exit. But yeah, the Spanish people are high in quantity on WSS. I have to say. There are a few Spanish communities here. Nitro Knights, SGS is largely Spanish. Now tires start to degrade a lot. Yes, we're 15 minutes in now. 15 minutes in. We have the better part of the race still to do. And it's looking good. It's absolutely looking good. Salvador Blümke is still happening. Let's jump in the back here because Von der Meide is catching up to Fußvölgi. Lobkov so far, nothing extremely noticeable. Has been driving in the back here, 9 seconds behind Binsbergen. Just keeping it cool, just having some fun. Race went all right besides the start. Gotcha. Thank you very much. Will the races start at the same time? And probably yes, Mufal. Probably yes. I think 9 p.m. is a good call for now, for the teams. We're probably not going earlier. Then I might be out. Yeah, that would be unfortunate, but might be that way. I think earlier, and it collides with other stuff that we want to do. So I think damned if you do, damned if you don't. The only way to adjust would be even later. But then it collides with other stuff. So Blümke, Mike van der Burgt. What happened to Salvador? Wait. I completely missed that. When did that happen? When? Holy shit. I completely missed that. Sorry. What a commentator am I? What a commentator am I? Lynch very close to Bieda. Mike is still very close to Blümke. We're checking in with that in just a moment. Bye-bye, Mufal. Have a good night. Sleep well. As Lynch is going for it. Beautiful camera, by the way. Gute Nacht, gute Nacht. I went very guttural with that. I went very... But it's happening, Lynch Bieda. But let's go for Mike. Can he find an opening here? Can we find an opening for Berg Racing against Lars Blümke? Against Tyler Schlebusch on TLDR. Close as well is Binsbergen, Lynch, Bieda. I don't even know where to go because this is absolute great racing. And once you do a mistake, you see an overtake. But let's see. If that exit works well, you can maybe try for a side-by-side. But it rarely does. And Mike usually catches back up after T1 then. That gives time to Salvador to catch back up. It's also not enough for Blümke now to make the move on Tyler. Tyler has been running out. And now it is... Today, it actually is a battle of rubber. It is tires. Like, will you stay out or will you go in? Or, like, will you potentially even lose it? It could happen. It could happen. All right, 25 minutes left. Now the tires should be about done. And you see on Lars Blümke, his car, he has to do a lot of adjusting on the car. And the question is, how much time does he really lose? Mike tries it. For the outside there, has the nose in the front. Now who leaves enough space there? Still side by side. Blümke sliding like crazy, yes. Mike making the move. Might it be that Lars actually drove his tires to the ground and Mike still has some life in them? Might that be? It could. It could very well be. Beautiful, beautiful side by side here. Mobby! Get some rest. Thanks for the... Again, thanks very much for the...
Nice work.
For the gift subs. I don't even know what to say. That is hugely appreciated. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. I have 2 onboards at the stream. Oh, you're doing it on the 457 Racing team Discord? How are the onboards looking? Because Bieira at the moment is feeling the pressure for sure. Oh, Mike! Drifting! Woo! That was a crazy catch. Car going. Now, who is admitting who is admitting first? That their tires are done and that they're going in. Because I feel this is like a battle of, well, I'm not going in. Huh? Do you feel good on your tires? Well, then I feel good as well. I feel double as good as you on your tires right now. I feel better. Now I'm staying out. No, you stayed. No. That's probably what this is right now. And the question is, who goes first? Who is done first? Or will we see like a big spin? They're good to crash. It can happen. It can happen. On Long Beach, I think this was much more of a consideration because the walls were that close. But I think now here it's probably just a spin. Just a spin, you go slightly off. It all seems to be about 1 second per lap slower. Yeah. About. But they don't lose that much that it would matter technically. Does it justify a pit stop already? I don't know. Guys, we have our answer! Mike is switching! Mike is switching and Fonda might as well. Huh. That is interesting. Here you cannot kill your engine against the wall anyway. It would be tough. It would be tough. Like no braking, facing front, going for that schnoz hit. Binsbergen in the pit as well. Not sure if that's the strategy. Let's see and enjoy. So that sounds awfully like what you're saying is Aufschneider and Bieda might be staying out. That would be indeed an interesting strategy. Schlebusch in the pits now. Going for some new rubber. Blümke currently leading the pack. 2 seconds in front. Sliding in. Now the question is, If he goes into the pit now, I think Mike might undercut. Mike is in traffic, though, so... it's really tough to say. I mean, he's not in traffic, but, you know. The slides are for his fans. Yes, yes. Lars Blümke for the Friday night. Getting some style points in. God damn, Mike. Itching. Lynch, Bieda. It's going down. Fusvölgi, Binsbergen. It's going down. And Fusvölgi tries, but no. Oh, he tries. Outside. Wow. An outside move there. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Oh, but now Fusvölgi slightly going. I think he messed that up slightly. Will probably be tough. Oh, no, he's running away from Donnie. Don't know what's going on there with Donnie, but maybe the tires are done. Maybe he is pitting. Bieda, Aufschneider still out. Still out. Blümke, Salvador, they haven't pit either. So I do wonder, what is the strategy? Lynch battling it out. And this might actually like not be his favorite track here for Lynch, because, and I say that he is in 5th. Bieda going, oh, I thought he was almost going wide, but he just drifted it in. Bieda in P4, Aufschneider P3. Currently the podium is Friday Night Race Club, LGI Racing, and Aufschneider. I actually thought that was off as well, but it looked like he didn't lose much time there. Might be a perspective issue. Who knows? Might have looked faster than it actually was. Wowie. What a race. About 20 minutes left in this. And I wonder, what's the strategy here? What is the strategy? Schlebusch has pitted and is closing in on Lynch now. And now it's very important to see how much the tire drop-off is. Aufschneider is closing in on Salvador. P3 at the moment, fighting for P2. But Salvador still kicking. Will we see you at the Formula Mat today? Yes. Yes. I just have to get a few spoonfuls of something in my gullet, because I'm actually really hungry and famished. I'm blood sugar low. So I'll eat a few. We do some battle royales, and then I'm in for the Formula Mat as a caster. Lynch closing in on Bieda now. He is in the slipstream. I had that early today as well. I'm not sure if there's, like, maybe I should eat overall more, especially when I'm sitting here and just screaming my lungs out. That could potentially be the case. I really don't know. But I had it early in the morning as well, that I was really, really famished. And I started the day off with an energy drink. That was not a good basis to go by. And then I had kind of a moment where I realized, oh my god, my blood sugar is very, very low right now. I don't feel so good, you know? So, gotta take care of that in the future, I believe, and just eat a bit more before I stream. Just getting ramped up as well. Like, because there is such good racing here. And I feel also that I'm kind of starting to... This whole screaming and, like, pumping up a bit. I haven't done that much back in the day, and I feel like I'm getting more and more comfortable about this. So maybe that's just it. I'm just ramping myself up. I don't even want to know my heartbeat when I'm like riled up like that on the marbles. All right, Lynch does get an opening now. Schlebusch is also there. We have it. Okay, Lynch is under attack. And oh, Lynch on the inside there. Fastest lap by Binsbergen. What? Schlebusch actually made the move, but Schlebusch also has new tires. What? Oh, that was a touch. Is Bieda okay? Bieda's okay. Touch to Bieda. Schlebusch, Bieda collide. Schlebusch in P4. And Dani Binsbergen with the fastest lap of the race. That is interesting. He found his rhythm now. Is currently in P10. His teammate Mike van der Vogt fighting for P5 at the moment. Has the nose in the front. Mike van der Vogt here. Driving out for Lynch. And Lynch does not have the tires now to actually battle for this. And I'm not sure Bieda has either. So it's 13 minutes. And it is 14 seconds for Schlebusch to catch up to Aufschneider. And I mean, you can crunch the numbers right now. But Ace said earlier that they were losing about a second on the tires that were like right around minute 30. Like 30 minutes left. Aufschneider is probably currently closer to running a minute. And Schlebusch is trying to get into the groove now. If Schlebusch is starting to gain a second a lap, then he has a potential to go for Aufschneider. I'm not seeing that now. But here we have, for example, a battle of two drivers who have not pitted yet. Blümke is still running great laps. Yes. He is running 59.3s. That is on par with what Schlebusch is doing currently. When they keep this pace, there's no chance. No stop still seems to be the way to go. If you can keep it, I feel like there is a certain driving style required to do that, and you have to still keep the car on track. And if the car does some weird stuff, and you can't handle it sliding all around, and you can't keep those times up that Aufschneider is doing or Blümke is doing, then no stop is very much the way to go. But Mike van der Vogt pitted, and Mike van der Vogt is still very much in the race. He is not third place like he was before. I agree. All right. Von der Meide for a drive-through for cutting. Bieda closing in on Lynch. And Lynch defends with his life. Currently in P6. And we are fighting. Aufschneider, I feel very slightly he's closing in on Salvador. But it might equal itself out right now. I don't know. And we have 11 minutes left in the race. Now we're getting to the last stretch, and now the tires have to hold up. And yeah, Schlebusch is pushing. Binsbergen gets close to Lobkov now. closing in strongly. Yeah. You mean Bensbergen or you mean Aufschneider? Because Aufschneider, it's kind of in between from seeing one lap. You know what? Let me see. That's the time at the moment. So last lap was about the same. Before that, he actually... Oh, 457, of course. It's not that apparent, I feel like. Like, if you look at that, the last 2 laps, Salvador has been slightly quicker. So, it's kind of equaling itself out. Bieda might still get a chance for Lynch. But again, those tires, they probably feel like ass. I mean, you're the man in the middle right now, Grasser. Like, can I get from the phone booth, can we get the F1 radio stuff? Can you maybe ask, as the race engineer, like Bieda or Aufschneider, when they have a moment to talk on how the tires feel? Bieda is... Okay, maybe I shouldn't have asked that, because Bieda is now out of the second for it. On the straight now. And Lynch seems to be driving out. As well as Salvador, by the way. As well as Salvador. Currently driving out of Aufschneider. 2:10s last lap for him. Now Blümke is actually losing some time to in the front there. I won't distract them. Yes. Yes. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, maybe don't distract them. It's okay. I can think what they would probably say, so... Did Mike pit... Now, wait a minute. Something happened to Mike. Did Mike pit again, or did he have an issue? He was close to Tyler. Now he is back behind Lynch and Bieda. Something happened for Mike van der Vogt here in the last 7.5 minutes. But Lynch Bieda is getting back into the groove. Bieda mainly is getting back into the groove. Last laps have been... Yeah. It's one lap this, one lap that, you know. Closing in on each other. Last lap was faster for Bieda. We're seeing a trend of him catching 0.6 if he gets a good exit here. And he does not. But Mike is also closing in. For Berg Racing. Who's also closing in. I will jump in there in just a moment. But Aufschneider Salvador is happening. Maybe. 6 minutes and 10 seconds away is Schlebusch. Getting P4 as a reserve is pretty good. I think if Schlebusch stayed out and would have won as a reserve, that would have been a first for the FFS. If I recall. You know, we didn't have that many races yet, so I'm pretty certain on that. Now, who has made moves to the front, who actually caught up by 10 seconds, was in the pit earlier as well. I think Lobkov was staying out. Dani Binsbergen is actually almost making a move on TLDR driver Yuri Lobkov. It is going down. Oh! Very brave. Very brave. I'm not sure if they touched, but Lobkov is still there. He has the nose in the front. They don't touch again. Oh, what a battle. Beautiful. Beautiful. Quite the dip there from Donnie. Trying to dive in and make the move that way. Now we're closing in. Donnie been spang against Lobkov. And Donnie wants to try again. He has caught up 10 seconds. And now he wants to make the move. Who is making the move probably earlier. Who is very, very close now. With heavy front damage, by the way. Is Mike Vonderburg getting back into position with Biereder for 457 Racing Team. Rowan Lynch in the front there as well, but Biereder struggling to keep up. Welcome, welcome, Matt. How you doing? Have you changed your username? Emmanuel Salvagoat. And Lobkov losing the position to Donnie Bensbang, actually. What is more apparent is Aufschneider in P2. The move happened. Right under our schnozzles. Aufschneider in front. Emmanuel is getting driven out. Let us actually look at it. Come on, where did he try it? There. Ah, not quite. Oh, he put pressure on, and that's where we made a move. Beautifully done, beautifully done. 2 minutes left. Let's get right back into it. Mike and Biereder. Side by side, Mike has the inside. Sweeping through. Does Biereder get the switchback? No, he does not. He's still there. But Mike made the move. There was a bit of rubbing, but I don't think anything malicious. Binsbergen in front of Lobkov now. Binsbergen made the move in, to Friesvölgi. That wasn't on camera, I'm sorry. I think there was an issue on Friesvölgi. But Mike hunting down Lynch now. For P5. It is currently Friday Night Race Club, FNRC, 457 Racing Team, and LGI Racing on the podium. And I think that is a beautiful thing to look at. Salvador getting another podium that, like, after winning Long Beach, I think he can be very proud of himself. He might even get P2 back, but who knows? Who knows? He might see an opportunity here. Because the tires, they have to be done now. They have to be absolute, like, almost to the rim. And we will see one more lap after this one. So, penultimate lap. Take your guesses. Who wins in this battle? Salvador Aufschneider. What do you say? Chat? Who makes it? Who makes it? I know what Grassa is saying. But can Salvador get that back in one lap? Who knows? The battle is on. LGI all the way. Oh, and Salvador! Matt! It does not need a curse. It was right there. I jinxed it. Matt! No, Matt! 20 seconds. 10. And we are on the last lap. And staying out might have been the way to go. And Aufschneider in P2. Wow. Wow. I am very, very impressed by today's performance. Blümke staying out after struggling. Maybe that was that a fake that he struggled so much under braking? I don't know. But here he is. And he does it.
Great job.
Blümke, Friday Night Race Club wins on Knutstorp.
Nice work.
Wow. And we have a battle to the end. We might have a battle to the end. Or will he? No. No. That won't be enough. That won't be enough. Maya over the line. Mike over the line as well. G. Absolute G.